Today, we are talking about not just one of Phoenix Metro's hottest markets, but one of Chandler's hottest neighborhoods, Ocotillo. And it's a neighborhood that checks all the boxes: amenities, schools, location. It's also one of the original or the OG master plan communities in the East Valley. It actually started back in 1969 and continued to develop over the next several decades. Now, this place is huge. It's almost like its own mini city. It even has a downtown. The amenities are fantastic. And there's actually about 40 subdivisions within the master plan community. So you have a little bit of something for everyone. You have condos, you have townhomes, and then you also have these beautiful mansions. Now, price point, it's gonna start a little bit. I think there was something currently $395, and then it goes all the way up over $1 million for sure. Often we do see them in the $2 million range. And then you have everything in between. You have some pretty spectacular amenities. There's some tennis courts. You of course have these beautiful lakes, the golf course. We can't forget about the golf course. There's even its own downtown area. I mean, there's a reason why this neighborhood is such a coveted place, but you guys, there are always cons with every neighborhood, or everyone would try to live here. So we're gonna run through, give you the details on this neighborhood, and ultimately break down the cons at the end. And one more thing, if you guys find any of this helpful, please hit that subscribe button, share the video with your friends, helps me out a lot. So let's talk about location. You are about 2 miles directly south of the 202, and you're pretty close to that 101 and 202 interchange, which is awesome because it's living close to a highway or a freeway here is everything. It makes everything so much easier. So you're only really about 20 minutes without traffic to the airport. You're also only about 3 miles from the Chandler Fashion Center, which is Chandler's main mall or shopping center, 3 miles from our major hospital, Chandler Regional Medical Center, and you're only about 10 minutes from downtown Chandler, and that opens the doors to a ton of different restaurants, activities, farmers markets, all the good stuff. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Ocotillo actually has its own downtown area. There is a great coffee shop, Bottle and Beans. It's a great place to get work done or hang out. They have a beautiful patio outside that's gorgeous as well. And then if you're looking for a drink, there's a great sports bar called the Trophy Room. There's Chop, which is a great steakhouse, and then there's a handful of other different restaurants there as well. And surrounding Ocotillo, there is an oddly large amount of different grocery stores. I'm not sure why, but you have everything. You have Albertsons right next door, Aldi's, Sprouts. There's a Target with a grocery store. You also have Fry's Marketplace, which isn't very far as well. You also have a ton of gyms. There's of course the Village, which is an incredible rec center down this way. There's Mountainside. Of course, you have things like Orange Theory, F45. You got yoga, you got Boulder's Climbing Gym, which is an awesome facility. And then also, if you're into functional fitness, I would highly recommend checking out Fit Society. And then surrounding Ocotillo and in Ocotillo, there's a lot of different shopping centers pretty much on the corner of every major intersection with a lot of different other shops, pharmacies, nail salons, all the stuff. There's also 2 really good parks close by. You have Tumbleweed, which is north of Ocotillo. I think it's about 2 miles. And then directly south, kind of in Ocotillo actually, there's an incredible sports complex there. And as far as schools go, you are in the Chandler Unified School District, and the schools surrounding this neighborhood, some of them are even in the neighborhood, have consistently gotten A+ schools. Now, as always, I recommend that you do your own research, but I will put a link below for azed.gov, and this will have all the school reports and rankings for the schools. I'll also list the schools below as well. Now, for the most part, all of the subdivisions, they're gonna have green spaces, playgrounds, parks, access to tennis courts, walking trails, that sort of thing. However, depending on which subdivision, you may have access to a pool or a hot tub. A lot of the condos do come with pretty fantastic amenities. They even have like a workout room and a club center. So Ocotillo definitely has a big emphasis on community. They do host community events regularly through the HOA. And then of course the golf course and the downtown area, they also host events there as well. But let's talk about the cons because that's probably what you want to know. The first con is HOA. Okay, so the HOA does vary depending on what subdivision you are in. However, if you're living in a condo with the pool and the spa and the rec center and so forth, your HOA is going to be a little bit more expensive. A lot of it gets close to like a little under $300. Now, if you're in one of the subdivisions with primarily single family homes and don't have all the fancy amenities like the pool and the spa, you're probably looking closer to about $80. And that's of 2024. Now, the second con is that a lot of the homes were built in between 1970 and 1990. A majority of them are. So you're gonna see a lot of the homes with the stucco and the tile roofs Same color palette. Now, not all the subdivisions are like this, but I would say the majority of them, I'll show you in some of these videos here that you can see, you know, it does get a little monotonous. Now, more of the $1 million homes, you're going to see a little bit more originality. However, if you're looking more in that median sales price for this neighborhood, this is a pretty typical representation of the subdivisions. Now, the last con I want to talk about is this area has become quite a hot job market area. We had a lot of companies come in here, Intel, Northrop Grumman, Wells Fargo. And as a result of that, we had a lot of people move here from out of state. And because we don't have that many homes for sale here, our supply isn't very high and our demand has gotten quite high. It's become much more of a competitive market in the past handful of years. And subsequently, we have seen home prices go up in the past 5 years. Now, the median sales price for this zip code in 2024 is about $565,000. Now, the cheapest home sold for $365,000, and then the most expensive home in this zip code sold for over $2.5 million. So you can see there was quite a variance for sure in this zip code. Now, currently, as I mentioned a moment ago, the lowest priced house in Ocotillo, in this actual community, is $395,000. Now, if you're looking in the 400s, you're probably looking more at townhomes. You might find a single family home in that price range. Currently, I know there's one, it's about $495,000. But really, if you're looking for single family homes, you're really starting to look in the 500s. And then you're gonna have a lot more options if you go up into the 600s, even 700s, you're gonna have more options. Now, if you want to see current listings for Ocotillo, just click on the link below in the description and all the listings will be pulled up. Now, I understand this might not be the neighborhood for you and that's perfectly okay, but I want you to check out this video right here because you might just find the neighborhood or the area in Chandler that is gonna work for you and your family. Thank you so much for your time. Have a fantastic day.